What's up, you guys? Godzilla fan freaks coming at you today with another figure review. And today we are going to be taking a look at the Playmates Tiamat figure. Yes, so this is the Playmates Tiamat figure from the film Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. I actually received this figure as a Christmas gift from my good buddies over at Iron Fist Productions. Thanks to Alex, David, and Ricky. You guys are always awesome, and they stop by pretty much around the end or the beginning, just depending on how time allows of each year, and we kind of just exchange Christmas gifts to one another and everything like that, so that's always fun. We need to get together more often than that, though, that is for sure. But again, shout out to their Iron Fist Productions crew and everything like that. All those guys over there are just really awesome, really talented, and really happy to have them in my circle. But yes, so they came with Tiamat, which I had not picked up yet. I had not seen Tiamat in the stores or anything like that, so it was just kind of one of those things that evaded me, but it was really, really cool. And really appreciative, Alex and all you guys, David and Ricky, coming by with this guy. Just awesome. Really happy to add it to the collection and really happy to get a review out on it. Still looking for the Drowned Viper, though. That one is still evading all of us. That is one thing that we talked about, is because I wouldn't mind getting the Drowned Viper, because I really did like the Drowned Viper creature design from the Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire. I thought that was a really, really cool monster, and really wish we got a little bit more of it than just the quick fight scene and then Kong killing it off screen. But still, regardless, Tiamat here, very cool. I really dig the colorations. Let's get right on into this figure review, and let's talk about paint and color, shall we? So Tiamat here, I'm not really 100% sure the accurate colors for Tiamat in the movie, just because he was kind of always underwater. He did give off like a purplish pinkish hue, which, spoiler alert, is of course how Godzilla ended up evolving with his pinkish, purplish spines and fire and everything like that. Was he pretty much killed Tiamat for dominance and went into his lair and absorbed all that natural earth radiation, which evolved Godzilla into, the evolved form. Tiamat didn't pose too much of a danger to Godzilla. Godzilla, again, was basically just like a killer in a slasher film in X Kong: The New Empire. Godzilla just was kind of running through kaiju and stuff throughout the whole movie. He was basically a giant unstoppable force. Nothing could contend with him, and Tiamat was no exception. Tiamat was not very smart in his moves, wrapped around Godzilla's head, and pretty much got himself destroyed by Godzilla's heat ray rather quickly. But as far as the colors for Tiamat here, a very colorful kaiju. You have your turquoise, bluish green colors. You have very nice purplish pinks. This very nice kind of white, creamy, yellowish tan color. Pink inside the mouth. Kind of like a grayish, tan, color. I don't even know what you would call it. But on kind of like the undersides here in certain spots, kind of really just on the front part here, and then it kind of just fades to that turquoise-ish blue throughout the rest of the figure. But eyes, you have a very nice yellowish orange eye with a black dotted pupil, and that pretty much does it for color. Very colorful. I guess I have to pay just a little bit more attention to Tiamat during the film, because again, I don't know how accurate the color is. I want to say it's accurate, considering Playmates and their color schemes, they're pretty accurate to colors. So I guess if you probably just didn't see the turquoise greenish blue on Tiamat, just because again all the shots of him in the film, he was basically in the ocean. Sorry, I'm looking at the figure from my perspective, not through the camera, and I didn't realize that I had him down here for a second, and I'm like talking about it, and it's like, he needs to be up here. I need to look through what I'm seeing on my camera and not just of the figure myself. But apologies for that, guys. But still, I really dig the colors. It looks great. You know, I'm a big fan of purple, so I really do like that, and that is just awesome. As far as detail goes on this guy, again, all these like spines or frills, whatever you want to call them, just look great. And they're all a very soft, pliable, you can bend them around. You know, it's not sharp, it's not spiky or anything like that. So a very soft figure here. Even his frills or fins up here on his head are a very pliable plastic. Legs, very short, stubby legs, but you do have very nice, you know, aquatic, you know, detailing and whatnot. All of the layered plated armor on the underbelly and everything like that look great. All his like little antennas, which again kind of really give you that reminder of you know, the Chinese type dragon in the sky. You know, that's what Tiamat looks like to me. He looks like those classic, you know, drawings and paintings you would see of like the Chinese dragon in the clouds, or, you know, Shenron from Dragon Ball Z even. And of course, the name Tiamat itself, I believe, is in reference to Dungeons and Dragons, which Tiamat was the name of the dragon god, I guess, is what Tiamat technically was in Dungeons and Dragons. Tiamat in Dungeons and Dragons was this gigantic dragon that had heads of like all the different colored dragons. So it had a green headed, it had a green head, it had a blue head, it had a red head, it had gold, black, white, I forget, but it had just all the different heads of all the different colored dragons there were in the Dungeons and Dragons universe, basically. And I believe that is what the Tiamat name in the movie is a reference to, is to that Tiamat character. But really nice detailing all the way around. Even the tongue, you know, you do get some like teeth etched in there. They're not really painted though, they kind of just go with the gum line. But still, overall, really, really cool paint and detailing. Articulation on this guy, his head, you know, is on kind of like a ball joint, so you can rotate it around, move it up and down. Hinge for the jaw, you know, you can definitely tell just because of the paint separation there, that's the hinge, which I like to keep the mouth closed because then otherwise you have that kind of just ugliness right there. So I kind of keep the mouth kind of partially open closed to where you just can't see that in there. Segmented body though, you know, you do have a joint right here, and then you have another one right here, just going down the body. Again, just like a snake. Very nice segmented body, and then that's the last segment. No bendy wire or anything in the tail. It is a soft, pliable plastic though. The legs on the front and back, I guess you could say, you know, they all work the same. You can kick them forward, you can kick them backward, you can hinge them outwards. As you can see, there are hinges here, so you can hinge them forwards and outwards, kicks them front and back, rotate them all the way around, I guess, if you want, you know, pivot them how you want. Pretty basic, simple. And then there you go. Accessories that he comes with. Tiamat does come with a submarine. Nothing crazy about the submarine. It is just your basic, you know, matte black. You do have some detailings in there of, you know, panel lines and stuff like that. And of course, you know, all of these, you know, the fins, the rudder, you know, simple detailings for a submarine, but still a little nice submarine nonetheless. So those are the accessories that he comes with. As far as scaling goes, I really don't have any other Playmates. I didn't bring any, well, I have other Playmate figures. I just didn't bring them to the table with me to do scaling wise. But this guy is easy enough for me to grab. Here he is scaled with your basic 6-inch Bandai, which would also be your basic 6-inch Playmates figure. You know, it's kind of hard to mess up that basic traditional 6-inch scaling. But so Tiamat here will definitely size in well with anything that you have. Movie Monster Series Bandai that's in 6-inch or Playmates. You know, of course he'll size in with your other Playmates figures as well, from the same standard line anyway, not any of the mega giant Playmate figures, of course. But still really cool. You know, Godzilla can wear him as a fleece if he wants, you know. Kind of reminds you of the Jim Carrey moment in Ace Ventura when nature calls, you know. But anyway, you guys, that's enough playing around. I think that about wraps it up for this figure review. So like always, you guys, we are Godzilla fan freaks. I hope you enjoyed my review here on the Playmates Tiamat figure. Again, shout out to Alex, David, and Ricky, all those guys over at Iron Fist Productions. Thank you for this guy, and this review is brought to you by them pretty much. So anyway, you guys, like always, hope you enjoyed my review here. We are Godzilla fan freaks. Boy, I'm getting tongue-tied. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget to like and follow Godzilla Fan Freaks over on Facebook and Instagram. And as always, Atomic Blast that notification bell, Atomic Blast that like button. It's much appreciated, helps out the channel. And without further ado, you guys, we are Godzilla Fan Freaks, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.